My name is Lily Medina, and I was born in Chicago. My parents are from Colombia, South America. When we were really little, I think my mom was maybe depressed. I don't know. My aunts tell me that she didn't even like to change our diapers. So yeah, I think from a really young age, I didn't get any affection. I don't know if she knows how to show love and affection. I've never gotten it. My dad, he was very angry because he'd be stressed from work, so he would always be in a bad mood. He'd come home from work, and we just kind of had to tiptoe around him. If we didn't do what he wanted us to do, he would yell. We were scared that he would hit us with the belt.
Did he ever hit you with the belt?
Yeah, he would hit us with the belt until we got old enough to, talk about child abuse and things like that we were learning in school. We told my dad that it was illegal to hit your kids, so then I think he got scared and stopped doing it. And I talk about my dad hitting me with the belt, I definitely still say, okay, that was discipline and make excuses about why, but the fear that I felt, I had serious feelings of fear of being hurt. I can see in present relationships, I can feel threatened and scared of a man, and those feelings are still there. And then basically being deprived of affection and love, that's pretty serious, and I know that I minimize that because I'm trying to, once again, be strong and not express my feelings and not appear weak. So as far as not getting a lot of affection growing up, I did have one uncle who I was really close to, and in every single picture when I'm little, he's like next to me. He's always holding my hand, or I'm sitting on his lap, and I knew that he loved me, and I was with him all the time. He was always, he loved my brothers too, but he made it clear that I was his favorite, I would say, as far as like always being with him and getting his attention and affection. And when I was around 8 or 8.5, he got cancer, and it was like a long treatment process he had to go through, and then he relapsed, and when I was around 10, he was hospitalized, and my parents took me to the hospital every day. I pretty much watched him die. It happened so long ago that I feel silly still being affected by it, but I obviously am. My uncle was the only one who made me feel special for being a girl. It was something good to be a girl around him. It wasn't less than, and it wasn't bad to be a girl. I could be myself around him. Well, there are a lot of things that happened with my parents that made me feel that being a girl was dirty. I had to act a certain way or else I would be evil. The main things that happened when I was growing up was when I started to date. I was just becoming friends with a black guy, and I never knew that my parents had these kinds of views, but when my mom went and picked me up at the pizza place, I was with a whole bunch of friends, and the guy I was with was black. My mom almost had a heart attack, and then that summer, they told me I was going to visit my cousins in Colombia, and I was really excited because I love going to Colombia, and I love my cousins, and I was really excited. But then when I got to the airport in Miami from Chicago, my mom's tickets fell out, and my tickets fell out of her purse, and I saw that her tickets had a return date and mine didn't. And so I realized that they wanted me to live in Colombia, because they didn't want me to start dating this black guy. So I ran away in Miami airport. I left like 15 minutes. I ran out of the airport, and then I was like 15. I realized, I don't have any money. I don't know anybody here. What am I going to do? So I walked back, and I just told my mom I hated her and couldn't believe she had done that, and I really felt hopeless and powerless, and at that point I was like, I can't depend on my parents, and I have to figure out how I'm going to live by myself, because they don't want me, and they don't love me, because they're going to ship me off to a different country just because I'm dating a black guy. My whole adolescence after that was I just lied to them. I would stay out whenever I wanted. I would run away. I definitely dated black guys. I dated whoever I wanted. Since I've learned that it's weak to show feelings, I hardly ever cry for myself. Now I'm getting a lot better to be able to cry for myself and admit that I'm feeling sad. Whereas before I would just start drinking or, travel somewhere, do something, pretty much move to another country, or just basically run away. If I was feeling a certain way or things weren't working out, I would just run away. And now I see that hasn't worked, and I'm still in the same place, really, that I was in my adolescence, where I can't express myself because I feel that I'm wrong, that I'm too weak, or I can't get over things, and I judge myself, I criticize myself, I am too hard on myself, and that's affected me in my life now, and not being able to have relationships with men. Well, a lot of times, if I wasn't able to express my feelings, or I didn't get the response I wanted, if I did express a feeling, I oftentimes would start drinking, mostly binge drinking, and that was like an escape to not really feel my feelings or have to be put in the situation to express feelings. And then another thing is, in relationships, I've had a lot of boyfriends, but things would move really fast, and a lot of times I would, do things with men just physically, thinking that was going to make the relationship move faster, and that they would love me faster, or love me because I was giving them what they wanted, basically. Yeah, I still think that, sex is like a dirty word almost.
Do you think sex is a dirty?
No, it's just in case my parents ever see this, or...
Well, how old are you when you say that? Or you think your parents think you didn't have sex?
Yeah, well, they still think that I'm a virgin. I mean, I can talk about it without showing any feeling, but that's not true. So then when you reflect something that I say and maybe rephrase it a different way, then I realize, that is a big deal, and I should probably be showing more emotion about that, but I guess my patterns or my defenses are so high or so strong that it's really hard for me to even realize that that's what I'm doing. Talking about myself also feels like I'm being selfish, and I know I have to realize that I do have to pay attention to myself and listen to my feelings in order to be able to really figure out who I am and grow and learn from my past and be able to grow up, basically.